Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial video. Now as some of you know, one of my first uploads was a Primal tutorial, and since then I've realized how outdated and inaccurate it is to the in-game Primal Biome from Season 6. So in this video I'll be showing you how to make an accurate Primal Biome which looks really good. If you have any tutorials you would like to see me make, please let me know in the comments, or even let me know in my Discord server, link in the description. Before we start, if you enjoy my content and want to support me, my code is MazzaJ, just like on screen. Thanks to everyone who's been using it. If you wish to get your picture shown in a video, send me a video of you purchasing something with my code, and send me a picture of the purchase for me to use. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get into the video. Enjoy. Like always, here are the pieces you'll need. All of these trees can be found in the Chapter 2 nature galleries, including this bush. This fence can be found in the Frenzy Farm prefabs. These rocks are from the Chapter 2 rock gallery. These bones are from the Pandora gallery. And you'll need these 2 dirt terrain pieces. The first thing we are going to do is create the terrain base. First of all, we will take the corner piece, size it up as far as it will go. Make sure you're able to build on it. I find it easier to use grid snap to find the building level and then switch grid snap when you create your biome shape. Now let's create our biome's outline. I'm keeping mine small for the tutorial. And here is my outline. Next we will fill in the space. Don't worry if you plan to have elevated terrain or hills. We will remove the ground underneath it. Grab the floor piece and size it up fully. Now make sure you're on grid snap 32 for this. Adjust the height of the piece so that it blends into the corner pieces. This may take a couple minutes, but once you understand how much you need to change the height, you'll naturally get quicker, and simply fill in the space. Now to make our extra terrain. Please do whatever you like. Build the terrain in whatever style you like. But I'm simply going to add an elevated section of terrain. Here's the terrain in the example. It's literally 2 elevated areas. And it looks really good because there is so much detail in the build. So yeah, feel free to build like I do. Or however you like. I'm going to build this extra terrain exactly like we did before. Make sure we can build on it. And there we go. Next up, we will create our primal grass. Take your orange bush, lower the height as far as you can. And slightly widen the length and width of the bush like I do. Take your time placing it over the terrain. Make sure it's not too high, so you can see your character, but not too low. The reason we don't fully expand the bush is because it stretches the texture. The smaller, the more detail there'll be in the grass. As you can see, it can be quite hard to grab the bush pieces, so I recommend adding it to your phone bar. I'm also adjusting the size of the bush. Feel free to make it smaller or larger however you like. Then simply fill in your primal biome, but make sure to leave room for a path. I'll show you how to make one in a second. Take your time to fill everything in, but don't overdo it. If you see some small areas without grass, it's fine because we still have to place our nature and detail. I didn't completely fill in the example and even that looks good. I'm also making an edge to the grass. This will be the edge of our path. Decide how large you want your path and start the grass on the other side of it. As you can see, we now have a rough shape for our path. We will neaten it out soon. For now, continue to finish your grass and feel free to add more paths. I've finished my grass for this area. Now let's neaten it out. Take your grass piece, but shrink it down like I do. This will allow you to make smoother and more detailed edges to our grass. Copy what I do. Make sure to do this to both sides. And if you do have any patches in your grass which you don't like, use this piece to fill them in. Let's quickly get fences out the way. Make sure to turn build to prop on to use them. I added all of the trees to my hotbar. Now when it comes to the trees, we want to mix it all up. I'm going to start with an orange tree and slightly size it up. Then I'm going to place a smaller yellow tree next to it. Like I said, just experiment and mix the trees up. Mess around with size, color and type, and try to make the area feel enclosed with trees. If you don't get what I mean, slow this video down and watch how I place my trees. I recommend looking up pictures of the primal nature if you need help with tree placement. You just want the nature to feel enclosed like a forest, whilst looking like the in-game primal biome. The more you practice, the better you'll get with tree and nature placement. Please let me know if you have any tutorial request. Would you like to see a nature tutorial? Leave a comment down below. Now that we have our trees placed, it's really starting to capture the primal theme. I'm now going to select the final things we need to place into my hotbar, which is our rocks and bones. When it comes to rocks, place them in the open areas, and try to stick to larger rocks as they fit it really well with the primal biome, but you can still mix in small rocks if you'd like. And feel free to do the same with bones. Place them into open areas, mess around with size. And I like to place some bones going along the path. That's all for the Primal Biome tutorial. Thanks for watching. I hope to see some good primal builds out of this. If you did enjoy the video and it helped you, feel free to subscribe and like. Comment any requests below in the comments. And until next time, peace.